Good evening, Gman, Division 4E. New season, what means, first of all, it's time for that Precap. And I, myself and my co-host will tell you what we think of your teams and if we think you're going to be lucky enough to get the Bernie's tip/curse to get to the playoffs, or if we just think, well, you know what, you may not do too well. I am really happy to announce my new co-host for this season. We had him on the show. Me and Hunter had him on the show last season. We had a lot of good laughs with him. He wanted to come on and to be a co-host with me, so he must be a bit insane to join me do this. His coach name is Extreme, but I call him Quiggy. Welcome, Quiggy. I'm really happy with me, and I'm hoping we'll have a great season in Division 4, previewing and recapping them. So welcome, buddy.
Thank you very much.
So, let's get the elephant out of the room before we start about this travesty of justice called the Bernie's Curse. Because obviously this is a new season, and these guys don't know about the wonderful, lucky thing that it is, what is the Bernie's Curse. I'll let you explain what you think about it, and then obviously I'll tell them the truth.
Yeah. So the travesty is that you continually, torment poor coaches by cursing them, picking them, choosing them to be the ones that lose each week. You hide it by saying, oh, they're going to do well, when really you're doing your little hocus pocus, sending them to the depths of losing.
Yeah.
It's cruel.
Yeah. And if you're really lucky, you get the Triple B banker. That means for that week, you are guaranteed to win. And Quiggy will tell you that always is right, isn't it? So maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you picked Iron Madden against me. He said he was going to murder me. You triple banked him.
Mm-hmm. How did that work?
I mean, he did have a player left.
So he had a player left. That's not too bad, is it? Sort of.
No.
But, you know, what a one-off is a thing. I'm sure my other Triple B bankers all won. Sort of.
Now that I think about it, I mean, you did pick me once as your triple belt ball banker.
And did you win?
No, I was against Bone Fighter Boo, and I think was it my first loss of the season? It was my first loss of the season.
Ah, yeah. Okay, it's not doing too well. And there was that other time, I don't know if it was in your division or the other one. Obviously, I gave this guy the Bernie's tip or the Triple B banker, and he lost and he kept losing, and he actually turned round to me and Hunter, or basically turned round to me and said, "You tip me again, and I'm quitting Rebel," is what he said. So I looked at the game, and I didn't do it on badness. I thought, I really fancy him this week, so I tipped him again. And he lost again, and he quit. So the Bernie's tip actually got someone to quit. And the only reason he didn't quit is because the admins basically embarrassed him to keep playing, because they'd have been pretty bad. So, you know, and then when we got to the playoffs, I had messages coming through, including Quiggy here. You know, I could have won that championship tipping contest and won myself a mug. The problem was, the Quiggy, and Quiggy's going to win, but it's like, oh no man, he doesn't want me to tip him. So, Mr. Win there, and there's about 3 or 4 of the guys who we actually recapped last season, and they're all, for some bizarre reason, really confused. They all saying, please Bernie, don't tip me, please. And I would have thought that they wanted me to give them some luck, but apparently I wasn't allowed to tip them, and because I didn't tip them, they all did well. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. So that's basically what the Bernie's curse is. Basically, if I tip you, bad things might happen. I'm sorry, So if I turn around and say you've got no chance, the chances are you'll probably win. And if any of you are in this stock shares new game and what they're running, what's a lot of fun. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just throwing cash anyway. If you're smart and you're smart like Quiggy, and I turn around and say, I don't know, only Fools and Goblins are gonna beat Chicago Bulls this week. Get on Chicago Bulls and buy the shares, because the chances are they'll probably win. So if you listen to my show, you're probably going to be minted in this recap, because just tip whatever tip the opposite I do. But
remember, that is insider trading though.
That is, oh well, it happens, yeah, but these guys won't tell them that we have this, sneaky thing going on. So yeah, that's it. So hopefully, I'm hoping none of you will quit over the Bernie's curse. And we've got a lot of things, crazy things what we're going to be doing in this show over the weeks, and especially if people are brave enough to come on the show with myself and Quiggy. Did you ever do one of those Battle of the Coaches, Quiggy?
I wasn't on for the Battle of the Coaches, no.
No, so you wasn't.
You did Rampart and Eprog on that.
Yeah, and the one with the Diagra, where the white used Diagra to get his boner hard. That was quite a good one.
Oh, the advert one, yeah.
The advert one, yeah. The adverts were pretty good, yeah. We do some crazy stuff. We're not professional. We don't intend to be professional. We do put a lot of work into it, guys. But we are crazy. So if you're looking for a really professional, top-notch thing, unlucky. All we can promise you is fun, crazy shit, and every now and again, you may get cursed. Apart from that, you'll be alright. The last thing I'm going to say before we look on teams is, out of our 2 recaps that we did last season, me and Hunter, a lot of the teams that got to the playoffs, or the other challenge thing, actually did really, really well. Most of them went deep into the competition. So I'm going to claim that as a bit of a lucky omen. I've got to claim something, haven't I? So that's what I'm going to do. So, Quiggy, shall we get on with it and try and see what we've got? I have not seen any of these teams. And I'll tell you now, I do not know any of these coaches, so my apologies. I am a PS4 console player. Boo, yes, that's it. Throw your tomatoes and your raw vegetables at me. So my apologies. The only guy I know is the Salmon. And the only reason I know the Salmon is because he was in the 5, whatever. We was in, or was it Division 10 something together? Me, him and Hunter back in the day in our first ever season. So apart from that, I don't know any of the rest of you, but I'm hoping that as the weeks go on, we'll all become friends, and we'll get some of you guys on, and we'll have a laugh. And I think about it. Oh yeah, and we don't do 30-minute recaps. We don't do them. If we do a 30-minute recap, it means one of us has fallen dead. Quite clearly. If the shortest we'd probably do is about an hour, but usually clock about 1.5 to 2 hours. So. There you go. So we like to give a good recap every week. So anyway, let's get on with it. Oh man, I feel like singing a bit of Backstreet Boys, but I'm so old I can't remember what it was. Oh, everybody, yeah. It's Backstreet Boys. Boom. There we go.
Wow,
I know my singing's amazing, isn't it? Even at my age. The Backstreet Boys, I loved it. Do you know
Their
what?
names are good.
I'm so, you know what? I do this every time I have a recap. I get suckered in. I haven't seen this team, and I want it to do well because it's the Backstreet Boys. And every time I see these now, I'm going to be boogieing away singing a song of the Backstreet Boys have done. Oh man! But let's have a look at the team. I guess I've got to be professional. I'll try to be professional. Quiggy, we'll go to you first. Come on, give us your insight into this team. I think he's gone dead. Quiggy. Come in, Quiggy.
Hello?
Hello, Quiggy. Can you hear me, Quiggy?
Yes.
That's good. Did you hear what I said? I said, let's go to Quiggy about Backstreet Boys.
I was talking. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. See, this is what I say. We don't do professional. And like a professional guy would just cut this. We ain't gonna cut it. It's too much hard work for me to cut it. So I didn't hear what you said. So you might as well just say it again. What do you think of the Backstreet Boys?
Well, I like it. I like how he's got obviously he's got the names of some of the Backstreet Boys in there, like Kevin, Nick, Brian. But then obviously there isn't 11 members of the Backstreet Boys.
No.
So he's had to then resort to Natasha Hamilton.
Who's she? I don't know.
No clue. Weekit.
Like, well, I don't.
Then some that I can't even bother pronouncing here. That movement busted rat lineman.
See, I feel like a user my defence would be is, look guys, I'm 43, so I'm not down with you kids. But obviously the Backstreet Boys were around when I was, so I feel like kind of, crap.
It's more the other way. It's more they're a bit old for us.
Should we Google? I'm going to Google it while we're talking.
I've already got that Wikipedia up.
I bet it's some sort of porn, isn't it? I'm going to get in so much trouble from the missus. But yeah, what do you think of this team? While I have a look at who Natasha Hamilton is.
It doesn't. Let's have a look. The gutter runners are normally the only people that matter in a rat team.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the strip ball one with wrestle, tackle, dauntless. That could be quite nice. Just getting the ball off anyone.
Yeah.
Other than that, diving tackle. I love diving tackle. It's one of my favourite skills. But diving tackle on a gutter runner. If you stand a gutter runner next to me, I'm going to punch the shit into it.
Yeah. It's always the thing is though. He does have fend, and
sidestep and blodge.
Yeah, so if he's smart with it, he'll be all right. And I just found out who Natasha Hamilton is, and I feel a bit embarrassed because she was one of the Atomic Kittens.
Ah, so he's combined his 90s groups.
Yeah, so that when we're
that
back, I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing in a female voice, but it was like the Whole Again song, wasn't it? Back Again and all that crap.
Tide is high.
Oh, the tide is high and I can't remember it now. Yeah, but it was another one. I can't remember what they called it now. It was a really big song that had Whole Again. It was called. That's all I remember. I can't remember how it went, but
Whole Again.
Yeah.
The Tide is High. That seems to be the only songs they've written. Looking here.
Are you actually reading? I was trying to find the lyrics for the Whole Again. I can't really remember it, but
Right now, apparently, but I don't remember.
I don't know, but that's who she is, Natasha.
Eternal Flame.
Oh, no, it's Bangles, wasn't it? Eternal Flame, or did they rip that
Yeah,
off
they
as
just
well?
probably covered it. I don't know what the Bangles are, but they probably just covered it.
Bangles were back in my day with Walk Like an Egyptian, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, but we'll have to find. Who's Camembert? Is that Camembert? I feel like I've got to. I really should be.
Like the cheese.
No,
Camembert.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I feel like they all should be some sort of like music dudes. I mean, I don't know. It's probably his cheese, isn't it? He's probably throwing one in there.
Well, he's got a picture of cheese.
Yeah.
I imagine Rat, it goes with the rats, and he just started running out of names, didn't he? It's hard coming up with a theme of names, and then, realising you've got to get 11 or more.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's only got 10? He's only got 10 players.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. He'll get a learner order. I don't know.
Okay, and all you need is the gutter runners, the rest don't actually matter, do they?
Yeah. So, basically...
that claw mighty blow.
Yeah. Is pretty decent. He needs piling on and tackle, and he is to be a killer, isn't he? It's Kevin number 2. Obviously, Kevin number 1 didn't obviously do very well.
So that's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get Kevin murdering.
Yeah, and Brian's going to be he's going to be throwing it to the other 4. Yeah, it's not a bad team. This, I mean, he's got the tools, hasn't he? He's got 2 guys who can get the ball loose. He's got a cheeky gut runner, and obviously Camembert. He may be the cheese dude who scores the TDs, I think. I like the way he's got his gutter runners sorted.
Well, that's the thing. That's all that matters. He can get his throw to pick up the ball, send the gutter runners anywhere, and then just chuck it at them and win a score.
Yeah.
On any turn after that, can't he?
I'm a bit concerned with the Storm Vermin because Nick's on to Mark 3, and obviously Kevin's on to Mark 2, so he's got to start protecting them Storm Vermin a bit more. Obviously, Brian's the boss because he's not been killed yet, and he's a throw, and he's moving 8, so that's pretty nice.
He could do with more guard, I think. Those linemen, I just start chucking. Oh, and he needs doubles for guard, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, guard's hard. I mean, but as long as he has 1 or 2 pieces, that's all you really need for like elves and rats, really. Like I said, I don't know much. Well, I don't know nothing about Malcolm DW apart from obviously he's a big Backstreet Boys fan and he likes Natasha Hamilton. But he's got 3 reels. He's got an apothecary. Stat-wise. So look, 14 wins, 15 draws, 25 losses. So he's been trying. Oh God, he got a whooping 4-0 against.
Which interesting here. Touchdown scored 69.
Hey, cheeky.
Yeah, touchdown staying 87. So it's not like massively. So he's not like. He's scored a lot of touchdowns.
Well, you say that, but if you look how many games he's played, it's 54. So, yeah, it's not bad, is it? It's not bad. Maybe, what is he doing? Maybe 1.5 TDs a game?
Yeah,
averaging.
So he's scoring every game. He's not getting beaten like 3-0 or anything like that. Or Injuries, though. He's done 367. He's taken 700.
Oh, freaking hell.
Which I guess is par for rats, isn't it? You're going to get battered.
Yeah, I mean, he's done all right. He doesn't usually get hammered. There's only 1 game where he got hammered 4-0, but that could have been anything. He drew with Dark Angels of Lilith. Now, Dark Angels of Lilith is a very good
they
team.
knocked me out of the Challenger Cup.
Yeah, and they're, I think, in Division 1 now, or Division 2 at the very low. I think they're Division 1. And
I think they are, yeah.
And he beat Every Game I'm Nuffling. Oh, God, that would have been an awesome game. Every Game I'm Nuffling, so I'll be doing all that boogieing against Rat Street Boys. That would have been an amazing game to watch. But he beat them 3-2. And he drew 1-1 with I can't pronounce. Oh, by the way, I do mail names, by the way. Interdimensional BS.
Interdimensional BS, yeah.
See, I might have to ask you for doing them stuff. But they're in Division 1 as well. So, this guy's proven that he can mix it with the big boys. Because he's a Rat Street boy, obviously. So, yeah. So, that is interesting. Oh, that gives him a bit of brownie points with me. Wonder if the case.
He's just played fucking hundreds of rats.
Yeah.
Like, all the teams he's playing are like rats off to you.
Yeah.
Like the Blessed Ratman.
I don't know.
Old New York sewer rat. Like, whatever division he was in was just fucking rat central. Clan Nibblers.
I'm jealous. I'd love to have played the Lizard Blizzard. He only lost 2-1 to them. So Blacklist Union, I think I played them last season. He only lost 1-0. Hell's Doofus.
Lizard Blizzard are Division 1, aren't they?
It might be now, yeah. But they were always up there and they've done well. So he has got a lot of games where he's won or drawn or only just been beat. So there's a lot of potential with this team. So although we don't know him, we know a lot of the people he's played, so that'll help us when we decide if he's lucky enough to get the Bernie's tip / curse triple bank or whatever at the end of the show. We're gonna have to come up with something for your obviously you've got your normal tips, but you've got to have a banker. Do we call it the Quiggy banker, or can you come up with something more exciting?
We'll see. We'll have to see if it comes out in the moment.
Yeah, we'll think of something. But this team, to me, I think they've got a good chance this season. It's a nicely built team. It's only going to get better. He's just got to make sure Kevin 2, he gets in, hits, gets out. If
he turns Kevin into the killer and then just keeps his gutter runners, a rat team can always win any game with good gutter runners.
But Kevin is so important to this team. It's hard to get close, so please try and protect him as best you can. So like the team, looking forward, and man, I am so much of a sucker for a cool name like Ratsuru Boys. I can almost feel myself pulling to pick them just on the name. I'm a sucker for it. What can I say? So I really, really hope you do well, and I hope you score with Natasha Hamilton. Right, the Rolling Renegades. Oh, Alethea, I am going to say is his name. How would you pronounce it?
Alethea.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
I like Alethea.
Yeah, we like that, don't we? Alethea.
Yeah.
Sounds very good. It sounds more high elf than dark elf. Slander, I know, but hey.
Well, maybe it's a high elf that's going through an emo phase.
Yeah, could be. You could be right there. What do you think of this team then? Tell me what you like about
I
this
really
team.
hope Silurit dies. I hate her.
It's a nice piece, isn't it? And that's why you want it to die, don't you?
Just, dark, like strength 4, movement 9, blodge, which I just hope it dies.
Yeah.
It shouldn't exist.
Yeah, it's good. It's a nice piece. Strength 4, movement 9. And the other witch elf's good as well. I mean, it's got mighty blow, it's got tackle.
Yeah.
Can't
play there either, can you?
You see, it's funny because it's like, I'm no more of a bash coach, but when people look at my percentages, especially on the PS4 and all that, all my high percentages are like elf teams. And I'm always a bit and ahhing on witch elves, because I know everybody loves witch elves, but I always look at them as, oh my god, they're AV7, they could break pretty easily. But when they're built like this, they're nice, aren't they? I mean, that number 1 could frenzy anything off the bitch.
You just don't let them ever get hit. Like, if you're playing Dark Elves or Wood Elves, your War Dance and your Witch Elves, they're not going in the fray. Like, they're both standing back, and if one of them gets a good blitz in, you do it, and then you run it back out.
Yeah.
Like, if you're running it in and letting it get punched, it'll die, but you're doing it wrong.
And even number 5, I like number 5 as well. It's a leaping piece.
He's got a lot of tackle.
Good. He'll do well against the rats.
He's got... That's a good point. So we've got... I'm going to just make a list of what type of teams we've got, actually.
Okay, well, you're doing that. So he's got 4 tackle. I liked a lot of tackle, though. I mean, he's gone for the blodge, he's gone for the tackle, he's got to jump upon the blitzer, what's interesting. That's I don't mind that. I would have probably gone with sidestep myself, but, if he gets Might Blow next, it'll be a genius pick. The problem with elves is they're always quite expensive, but then again, we've had 2 movement stats and a strength stat and a Mighty Blow double.
Yeah, 240.
I get
that's a lot.
And I suppose that's the problem, is when you have pieces like this, your TV field value is quite higher than a lot of the other teams, so she's got to produce. But if she doesn't, or she gets knocked out early, then you're in a bit of trouble. But saying
the game's going to depend on what happens with that piece, isn't it?
Yeah, but I liked how he's built his team, because his linemen have took dodge first. I'm always a big fan of. You've got to be able to disengage.
Yeah.
You're not there to brawl. You pick fights like in a guerrilla warfare sort of fight. You pick what you want to hit, and then that's it. You don't want to get into a brawl. And obviously having dodge, as long as you're not against mass tackle, you can pull it. Basically, it's a 2+ with a built-in reroll. So as long as you don't snake eyes, you can maneuver all over the place. I think it's a real nice team built. Looking at what he's got Squig Sandwich Kiosk as the thing. But look at the losses. That's a lot of losses. I didn't expect to see that. 6 wins, 7 draws, 19 losses. Got a good win last time out, though. 2-0 against Gel's Gone Wild.
So, it's like 32 games, he's had 8 deaths.
Wow.
So, that could be part of it. Right. I mean, I looking at the second Witch Elf, 31 SVP, that might be, it died a while ago. They both could have died a while ago.
I'll tell you what,
halfway through.
The helpful thing for me is obviously, because we've recapped, and obviously, even though this is now my... Bloody hell, I'm so depressed. I'm in my 3rd season, and I'm in Division 2. That's how depressed I am. But the thing is, you know what they said to me? You know, Tessa, he won the other big cup, and the last person to knock him out of anything was me. So they're saying, oh, well, you shouldn't have knocked him out because that upgraded your bloody stuff already. So I'm like, oh yeah, thanks for that. But one thing even though I don't know who this guy is or girl, I'm like, which are they? I do know who he's played, so that helps me sort of figure out, what went right or what went wrong. I played against From the Stars back in my debut season. They was pretty decent. The Rat Rebel, well, that's Hunter's boys, so getting anything from Hunter would have been impressive. So Crocodile Dundee, I'm sure that's...
I recognise the name.
Crocodile Dundee, I think that's Menzuga, and he's a very good coach. I know he's a top coach who coaches them, so that again, you can't beat him up on that. Remember, Oaks was a solid team. He got a draw there. Any other team, I reckon. Oh,
Only 1,000 Hobgoblins. Are they? Yeah. They're in this division.
Yeah, they're in this division, so that's a nasty beat. That 3-0, but again, all that tackle. Channel 8, Channel 8 news team. Oh my God, what a name that is! I love that name. Let's have a look. See if there's anything else in there. Tabatellers, yeah, they was pretty decent.
And he
beat
in
them.
my division last series.
So there's even though he's lost a lot of the losses are against some of the top players in Blood Bowl, or definitely in Gman. So you can forgive him that to a certain extent. So I'm not going to be put by his 19 losses. I think there's definitely room to improve. And like, obviously, with yourself, you're saying off air as well, your first 2 seasons, you didn't really have that many wins, did you? And then last season, you made the playoffs and got so far into it. And it was... Did you get semi-final? Was it quarter-final you got to? You got quite close, didn't you?
I won 2 games.
And then, was it Dark Angels or Lilith?
Dark Angels or Lilith knocked me out, yeah.
And they're in Division 1, so... Yeah. So yeah, it's a good team. I really, really, really like the way he's built this team. I love it. The only thing I don't like about this team is the runner. I don't know why you want him. He's not going to have the ball. He shouldn't have the ball. Another AV7.
No, I don't see what he's going to do either. Another AV7, but not as good.
And he's just doing nothing. He's just a bit bloat for me. Sort of. Yeah. Everyone else I love.
I'd rather have a lineman.
Yeah, I would. The extra armour.
Extra armour for what? 1 movement and
because
dump off.
Unless you're trying to farm with other pieces, number 1's gonna have your ball most of the time. It's gonna be, here I go, go and score me a touchdown.
Unless he's got something in mind, like it's something sneaky, maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, I love this team. I really do. I really I like the other team in the name, and I like this team as well. It's a good name, not Rolling Renegades like that as well. So
yeah, I just naturally hate all elves.
Yeah, but you would do being a lizardman player. The elves are horrid things, but I really respect the way he's built this, and his 2 witch elves are really nice, and I like he's got a leaping blitz as well. It's just a nice balanced team. I really like it. So well done. Hope
definitely
you
can see you doing well.
Yeah, I can, and good luck for this season. Right,
need to dive and tackle. All right, sorry.
No, sorry. Only Falls and Hobgoblins. I'll tell you another thing he needs as well is a bit of sidestep. That's what he needs as well on Dark Elf players. I know this guy. I played this guy. What's he
The
on?
Salmon.
Yeah, 13 wins, 6 draws, 11 losses. Very, very good coach. I'm just having a look through. Smart Models, they're a good team. We got beat by not for the Cat. I played them. They're a sneaky rat team. I'm seeing what else is played against. Gman, don't mess with us. They did very well, so there's no disgrace there. Obviously beat Rolling Renegades. Some Big C. That name rings a bell. Rebel Vikings, the Contract Killers. Yeah, that's my team. He beat the Rat Rebel. That's Hunter's team he beat.
That's Hunters. That's pretty impressive. Well, he's got a positive win record, which is always a plus.
It is always a plus. 13 wins, 6 draws, 11 losses. Let's have a look at the team then. So we've got a couple of... Oh, look at this. 2 strength form claw pieces. Beautiful.
Disgusting.
That's real nice. And all that mighty blow with stand firm. He's got grab on that one. He's got a data player. He's got a kick piece. I'll be honest.
So this isn't going to be a fun team to play against.
It's not. I remember when we played him back in season 1. His guys were getting loads of level ups, and so was most of the division. But me and Hunter, we couldn't get a level up at all. He was just going on to our trash hobgoblins and stuff like that. We just couldn't get anything level. But he did really well with his level ups. I think back then he had at least 1 strength up. He's got 2 strength 4. They both got claw as well. So this is a team you don't want to play against. The only thing I don't like, and this is personal preference, I don't like bull centaurs carrying the ball.
I agree.
I hate it. When I started first messing about with Chorfs, I'm not really a Chorf player, even though I am playing Chorfs. I tried it with what I saw most people do, give the ball to a bull and go like that. And guess what? I did alright with it. But as soon as I gave the ball to a hobgoblin, I wouldn't so many more, because the problem is when you go against teams like Nagel or any high strength like lizards and stuff like that, is you don't want a strength 4 piece hiding in a cage like a little Bambi. They've got to be out there helping out. I like to have a frenzy bull, and I bought another frenzy bull to basically say, look, if you go to the sidelines, you're going. And then the other guy would be some sort of like, I've got a blodge diving tackle bull. But even if it's like stand firm guard or something to help out, your strength 3 guys. Now I know he's going to turn around and say, you know what, Bernie, I've got 2 strength 4 pieces, and I get that, but
they're slow.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I don't like about this team. I'm jealous because this team, his chuffed blockers are far superior to mine, and he's in a nice Division 4 and I'm in Division 2 with 3 Nagel kill teams in my first 3 weeks. So I'm going to be weeping because I want to be in this division. Like I say, I love his case blockers. You can't really go wrong with his blockers. He's got a dare player. I just hate a bull centre carrying the ball. Hate it.
I mean, I get the appeal. Like, blodge, break tackle, movement, sprint, it's getting far and running away, but I said he's a strength 4. He's the one you want to be like. They're your killers. They're the blitz killers. Like the Chaos Dwarves are going to be walking up the pitch, killing everything in the way. Yeah. Your ball center is going to be like the targeted killers.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't understand that until they go into the high divisions and then they go against this mass Orc Guard or mass Nagel and Chaos and all these really physical high strength teams, and all of a sudden it's like, right, my Chorfs are, but I've got all this guard, what's good, but guess what, if they've got the same sort of guard, they're strength 4, you're strength 3, he's got no dauntless to save him, then your 2 bulls have got to get involved. If one of them's holding the ball, he ain't going to be blitzing. So that's the weakness on that. But as I've always said, play the way you want to play it, and if you're comfortable playing with a bull centaur as your ball carrier, keep doing it. Obviously we're here just to give you what we would do, and it's one of my big bugbears with Chorf teams, and trying it both ways, and obviously having a better win record with the hobgoblin with the ball. I just prefer that way. I mean, you could turn around and say, well, you know what, Bernie, hobgoblins, they split all the time, fair enough, but at the end of the day, your ball carrier shouldn't be getting hit. You should be protected, But apart from that, I love this team as well. It's a good team. He played well when I played against him when we had a physical battle. He's obviously been Hunter, so that's a big thing. Chris Hunter's in my opinion, one of the better coaches in the Rebels. So to beat him with Rats is really, really good. I can see him doing really well. And on the plus point about the Bull Centaur, if they are going against any really big, high strength teams, it's going to be hard for them to get off a strength 4 blodge, sure-handed piece. And he's got break tackle as well. So, if you're going to have a ball centre carrying the ball, a piece like this is beautiful because he's got everything he needs, He's got blodge, he's got break tackle, he's got his short hands, he's even got movement. So, yeah, it's a nicely built ball. I just prefer my balls hitting and supporting.
Yeah, but picking up the ball, it's still like 3/4. So it's still a 1 in 4 every time you pick it up that you don't pick it up.
Yeah.
And every game you're doing it. So 1 in 4 games you're fucking up straight away with picking up the ball.
Yeah, and that's it. Like we saw the rats and that, and even Darkles and everything. They're quite high up the pitch, really aggressive defense, and and you don't pick up the ball, they could take the ball off you straight away, or they get defense blitz and they're quite close. Like, oh, I've got to nail it this time, and if you don't, and this is the thing, it's a 4+ pickup, instead of a 3+, or And the thing is, as well, if you get an agility on a Hobgoblin, it's a 2+,
Yeah, I think the way Chaos Force lose is I see them often where they go full kill, and like they'll murder teams but lose, and they'll keep losing, and get loads of like kills and stuff, but still can't win games.
Yeah, it's awkward because we're obviously I used to. I'm not going to go into my history of PS4 and all that sort of stuff, blah blah blah. I'll bore you all to death. But obviously, I'm one of the top players on the PS4. Won Challenge Cups and all that sort of stuff. And I came over to. I've obviously played the cross-platform cup against PC and everyone else. And obviously, I got talking to Metal and Mel said, "Come across to Rebel and all this." And I was looking at teams what I wanted to play in Rebel, and obviously all I heard was always quite aggressive and some really good players and all this. So I thought, damn, who am I going to pick? Because I wanted to go Rats, but I bottled it and went Chorfs, and I don't play Chorfs very much at all. But I just thought block and tackle, they had everything, there. My plan was to just slightly go under the radar and just try and pick a few wins up and all that, and gradually do what obviously the Salmon's doing, is gradually making his progression. Unfortunately for me, it didn't. I've gone shop Division 2. And I think, like you said, if you just build to kill, then you're going to struggle. But I don't really know if he has built to kill, because you always take Claw on case draw blockers. You just got to. He's got plenty of guard. He's got 4, and I would like to think he'll get more guard. But again, I would try and get guard on a Bull Centaur as well. And then obviously, yeah. For this division, what I've seen so far, he should be fine. But I mean, I play Chores, but I don't get the oh my god, they're so OP, because they're only strength 3 unless you're looking to get the strength ups.
2 strength,
and they are quite slow.
Ups.
Yeah, and they're only AB7, but yeah, he's got 4 strength ups, so they should do well. But again, the other thing as well, he is 18-20 team value, so he's one of the high TVs, and he's only got 10k in the bank. So if he does lose a bull or a big piece, it's going to be hard. Like me, it's going to be hard to get them players back. But looking at the way the team built, there's no excuses. He should be up there and thereabouts. Maybe I'll have to have a few shares bought for the Salmon, I think, after seeing his team. But and Magic Dome as well, very smart choice. So, right, Chicago Bolshoi. Now, spoiler alert, I do believe I bought shares in this guy.
Oh.
Yes. I hope he hasn't played yet, because that guy's injured.
Speaking of strength ups, 2 more strength ups.
I know. And you know what's really good for Kislev? Strength ups.
They are on the catches, though, so
yeah,
now they're strength 3.
Yeah. I don't know why I got shares in you. It must have been because you're very good or something. I don't know. But the name rings a bell, and I'm sure I've got, some shares in this team. So they better bloody win. I suppose that means I better not pick him. 4-team reroll, so yeah, 4's fair enough. He's got 2 strength ups, and I loved one of those on a blitzer or something like that. Or even a llama would have been nice. Black Swan's good, though.
Yeah, it's actually up there on his wrestle piece.
So basically, the thing I like about the way Kislev play, if you can get guard on a catch, it's beautiful, because they're leaping on a 2+ to give you the guard assist, and then Black Swan's going to do his swan stuff, and he's going to jump in and just get the ball off the ball carrier. I love it. It's great, as long as you roll the dice.
Yeah.
And his catches, that'll help him survive a bit more, being at strength 3. Some would say it's bloat, but I ain't even going to get into that. I
don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Agi 4 strength 3, Lodge.
I think it's good.
It's annoying. It's you've got to have support to get a 2 dice on it, and you need a POW. So it's going to
exactly.
be difficult to get it down.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it because I like them. Someone's like, "Ooh, Ben, I don't know, one maybe, but two." I'm like, "Well, yeah, of course you want your catcher's bloody strength three," but I'm glad you agree. Bears don't like the Bears. I get told off all the time. What do you mean you don't like the Bear, Bernie?
It's
It's
the
all,
Crocs are gone, aren't they?
yeah, it's a Croxy go, but it's a bear, isn't it? So we've got to call it a
It's not as
bear.
good looking Crocs to go.
I like bears. They look really good, and I'm really. I know that they basically this is the slant team, isn't it? So they could have. I would like to just change the rules
Yeah.
a bit. Some funky. But I just don't like big guys because they never do any good for me. It's a lot of TV. I mean, Kislev are already high, but I speak to Kislev coach like, you've got to have the Berber, and he takes the hits, and he's got a prehensive tail, and if they're hitting him, they're not hitting my best pieces, and he gives me a bit of strength, and he gives me this, and I'm like, all right, okay, fair enough. So I just don't like big guys with Lona. Okay, that's just me. It's a decent team. I'm sure. My brain. I'm so old. My brain's saying I'm sure I've got shares in this team. Sugar Plum Fairy, gotta love that with that player. It's not a bad team. I don't mind it at all. Black Swan, he's gonna be the ball hawk. He needs. I'd even be tempted to try and score with him. It depends what his tactics are for this season. Because if you get tackle on that guy, he becomes a lot more dangerous.
The issue with the Black Swan guy is I don't think you'd have given it wrestle if it was gonna. You knew it was going to get the Agi plus. Obviously, you didn't know that.
But you see, I would have given it wrestle because I'm one of these really negative players. Oh, I'm going to leap on a 3+. I'm guaranteed to roll a 1 or a 2. But if I can get a 2+ leap, I'm going to be a lot more. I suppose confident.
He's not ball carries a sacker, isn't he?
Yeah, you've got two beautiful strength 3 catchers who can leap on 2+ anywhere because they've got long legs. So you've only got them; they can just leap over cages. What Black Swan's there to do is to go in and get the ball. He'll get assist. And he can get the assist off number 4. So if this is my team, I couldn't give a flying beep what happens to number 1. He can go and die for all I care. Number 2 and number 3, they're your main guys to score with. Number 5 is obviously going to try and get any of these pommers off the pitch if he can. But the key 2 players to me are number 8 and number 4. Them two got to be protected. Keep them behind the shield of your less players because there'll be a time when you're going to be like, right, when are we going to go? When are we going to go? When are we going to go? And when the opening comes, they'll go in and boom. Thanks for the ball loss. Ball goes on the floor, someone else picks it up and away you go. That's hopefully how it'll work. Number 14's good as well. Václav Nijinsky, I love that name. Mighty Blow is in there already. He'll obviously get blocked and maybe piling on some proper enforcement. The only issue I've got with this team is obviously, and that's with all Kislev teams, is they're always high in TV, and that's why I don't like the Bear. But most Kislevs do like the Bear, so obviously don't listen to what I say.
Yeah, I mean, just had a look at their stats.
Oh yes, let's
They've lost 2 games.
Yes. Oh, Magician Shop. It's got a Magician. That's an interesting choice. Kislev don't have a problem getting the ball loose. That is really interesting. Oh yeah, this is what I would have been suckered into. I'm looking at the stats of the teams. Win that. Oh, he's won 9. He's drawn 7. He's lost only 2. This guy doesn't lose. That's where the shares come in. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I'll have 10 shares in this team, and he'll win me loads of money. So that'll be why. I'll be honest. I'll be like, don't know the teams. Let's have a look at the stats. Because I didn't look at the teams really. I was just looking at the stats, and I bet Hunter would have said, "Hey man, this guy looks pretty good," and I've obviously gone for him. So don't let me down. Please don't let me down. History-wise, let's have a look at his history. This is quite a new... Copy Luwak. That team rings a bell. That could have been in the playoffs, that team, I think. Copy Luwak.
We've got Maze of Torment is another one in this division, so they've played each other before.
Ooh, have they? Where's that? Oh, look, Anchorman. Aha.
First page is Drew.
Oh, that'll be interesting then.
Tasty Tunes as well as in this division. So there's 3 people who have played each other before.
2-2 as well. Was that bad boy? That was a good game. I'm really interested that it's gone for a wizard.
Maybe if he was bloated in the last division, was higher up than everyone else, maybe it's a good idea because if they're going to get a wizard anyway, you might as well get one.
Yeah. Because Kislev don't have an issue. Really don't have an issue getting the ball loose. But that's interesting. I like this team. I've obviously liked this team because I've bought shares in it. So, so if you lose every single game, yeah, blame me. But yeah, I really like this team. So good luck to him. Right. I just one game has already been played. And it was Chicago Ball, Troy. They did bloody play.
Yeah.
So do I get any bloody? Oh bloody hell! Do I get any? Does my shares go for that? He won't have lost. I won't have lost any money though. So let's.
No, they've drawn, haven't they?
I think they're saying there's 2 deaths in that division. There's loads of deaths in that game. So I'll have to
he's missing a player, isn't he? Yeah, he's one of his missing next game.
Yeah. Well, we'll know more next week when we when we recap all the games. So.
And he's only got 10 players.
Yeah, so something went down bad. It did say, one of them did say in the Discord chat before I came on that someone killed 2 players. So, you know, we'll have to see on that one. Right. So,
this next one, Tasty Tunes.
Yeah, I am going to have a interest in...
Love a good Underworld.
The Doctor... See, that name rings a bell. The Dr. Nick. I wonder if he's an Aussie.
From The Simpsons?
Is he? I don't know. The Simpsons. House of the Raisin Buns. The Mad Might We Share. Dancing Queen instead of Dancing Queen.
So he's just gone for, yeah.
Yeah, so House of the Rising Sun that should be, but he's put House of the Rising Buns.
So I like his names. He's mixed songs with food.
Yeah, so instead of common people, he's gone for common pickles. Smart. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
I guess we better have a look at the team then. What do you think of this team?
I mean, he's got a lot of players, but then I guess that's Underworld, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's gone for a lot of dodgy stuff. Multiple wrestle. He's got his 2 ball carriers, sure hands block. He's got 1 agi up rat. The issue is he's got so much AV7.
Mm-hmm. But that's Underworld.
But he's got a lot of wrestle and block on him. Yeah, dodgy stuff.
Yeah.
And he's got his killer. He's got a claw mighty blow, tackle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's building another killer.
Yeah. God, love killers. They need them. I tell you what's really smart with this team, what I really like is as soon as he's got a double on his Underworld Goblins, he's not gone block, he's gone for anything what can get the ball loose. Because he's going into a standard cage on a 3+ at the moment. After and obviously he rolled another double and got strip ball, was great as well.
That goblin there, running in to any cage on a 3-up.
Yeah, and then he's got strip ball.
2 dice uphill, anything but skull, they're dropping the ball.
Unless they've got show hands.
True.
But you know what? I would have probably gone tackle of a show hands. Sorry, tackle of a strip ball because a lot of ball carriers do have show hands, or they should have. But apart from, and the great thing is, even if he doesn't roll a double next time round, he just gives it horns, and it's when he blitzes, it's strength 3 anyway. So that is a really, really nice piece, and he'll do the same with the Marmite we share as well. He will get horns as well. So he's built them really, really, really well. So lad be tennis, I love it, and I love it. I just think it's a really nice built team. Guard on the troll, I would have probably gone claw first because hey, you're not going to get much.
I'm happy with the guard there. I think it's good because he's
you can never go wrong with guard. But the way I look at Underworld is 2 things. 1, we got to die a lot, so we got to kill them as they kill us. And 2, he's obviously trying to get some of these sneaky goblins with wrestle and stuff like that. I would be tempted if I did get another double. On one of the other unskilled goblins to go for data player because I think a nice data player would do nice. He's only got 2 ball sackers.
He's clearly going to be fouling with 14 players.
So you might as well get a data player if you can now because he's got 2
of them. I like the Gardener Troll because, like you were saying, not like a big guys. You get around that by just not attacking with them. Just get them to stand there and being in the way and give them something good to do while standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Guard. You got a weak team with strength 3, strength 2s.
Yeah.
Suddenly they're strength 3, strength 4s.
Yeah. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. I just think obviously I don't play loads of Underworld, but when I played them before, first skill I always give my troll his claw because my blood claw, and I think that way he's scary. So against a lot of these more like heavily armored teams, or even AV8 teams, the more likely to go for him than my other less brutal my other brutal players.
Yeah, true. Soon as they've got double, you don't want to base it with
some
random Saurus, you're not suddenly scared about basing it with him.
So I usually go claw then tents, because then it's like, if you don't give it down,
I would have gone tentacles instead of guard. Now that you bring it up, actually, that would have been my first one, tentacles.
but the great thing with Underworld is you can because all these mutations, you can do whatever you want with them. And
That's the best thing about them.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. I like this table. I just want to see what he's got for it. Nuffle Alter, beautiful. Yeah, he's got the right one there, and that's not a bad record for Underworld. 5 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. So he's
that's
done
very
all
good.
right.
Yeah,
He's done all right, hasn't he?
One of the weaker teams to basically be even.
And if you can keep them healthy, they're only going to get better.
And he's done more kills than he's taken, which is always nice.
Yeah. It's not a bad team this at all. It's certainly got, you know, it's one of those, and he's got 270k as well in the bank. I don't know what he's doing with that. That's a lot of money in the bloody hell.
Maybe he was hoping to get someone off the
transfer
and just didn't get someone.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's probably what's happened. It's a good team though. I like it. I think them rating him and are big things. So he's got them. So, and the thing is, it's like you want to. The way I play Blood Bowl is you want to make it as uncomfortable as possible for the other team. So, you know, like the kids level have got this combination. They're going, you know, I'm going to jump in soon, and you're like, oh my god, when they're going to do it. And then you've got these guys who are like, well, I've got these 2 crazy goblins. They're going to just fly in sometime on a 3+, and when he's got horns on it,
it could be some very interesting games, couldn't we? With those between the teams we've seen so far.
So I really like this team as well. I think this will definitely get wins. And I love. It's a really smart naming convention because it's tasty tunes. So obviously, it's put, like you said, put tunes with tasty food. Love it. It's really smart. And I can see this team doing extremely well in this competition for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching one of their games.
Yeah, Tyrion's trial by combat. Game of Thrones. Do not talk to me about Game of Thrones season 8. I could. Oh man, done. I'm still triggered by it. I'm triggered.
It's not good.
Must not.
I wouldn't have gone with this team because Tyrion's trial by combat, didn't it end awfully? Like his most recent trial by combat, his person died and he still lost.
But the one before that, his guy won.
So we're gonna have a good start, but then finish terribly.
Yeah, with a few crushed skulls maybe. But I don't know. He's got some nice players.
I'll let him off because he's got a diving tackle dwarf.
Yeah. I hate you, Metal. And Metal is a womble.
I don't know what happened.
Tops. There's something there. So we've got all these people like the Mountain, the Hound, Brandon Stark, Benjamin Stark, and I hate you, Metal. Metal is a womble.
We need to find out what happened here. What did Metal do to this poor guy?
I don't know. Something's obviously gone on somewhere. Metal should play dwarfs. I don't know. Let's have a look, see if they've actually played against each other. See if I can. He's got a good day. 5 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses, so he's good there. Let's see if, has he played? Oh, The Last Caress. I know that guy. He's one of my best friends on PS4. The Last Caress. Yeah, that's the guy to get shares in, by the way. The Last Caress, I got it straight away. He won his first game. He'll win a lot more. One of the top PS4 coaches in the bomb division. If you're in the share, if that shares game, bing, bing, bing. The Last Caress, get on that. Let's have a look. What else have we got there? Can you see Metal's team down there? Maybe he was their recapper. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think that's probably likely.
I'm gonna go.
Maybe he was talking shit about him on the recap.
Yeah.
And he.
Yeah, I think maybe that's it. Look at the team. Obviously, the first good thing is look at all this guard. 5 guard there. Needs more guard, but he's doing well. The 2 runners. Bran a cripple? Bran's a cripple. That's not a good guy to have as your runner.
Yeah, I mean, that's. He's the most mobile guy he's got.
Yeah, unless someone's pushing him on a wheelchair or something, then they'll allow it.
I would have called the Death Roller Bran.
Yeah.
Just because then you could have Hodor be the Death Roller.
Hodor. I think you've got it. Bran should be the Death Roller because it's sort of a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You've missed the trick there, Hargrim. If he dies, he's got to come back as a Death Roller. Definitely. Got to come back as a Death Roller.
Maybe he's not been thrown out the window yet.
Maybe. Well, it might. Yeah, maybe he's not. Yeah, but then before he started window, he was only about, was he 5 or 6?
So
I don't know. There's a lot of holes in the theory of this. Just like season bloody 8 of Game of Thrones. There's a lot of things that make sense.
He's definitely thrown his naming convention out the window.
Yeah, with that, yeah, he's got to come back as a death roller. If he dies, he's got to come back as a death roller because then it makes sense and he'll look really cool. Arya Stark, I would have had him more of a killer, I think.
Well, he's gone for the Troll Slayers being, obviously, the Cleganes, which I can respect.
Yeah, I get that, sort of, with the Mountain of the Hound. I sort of get that. Robb Stark. Where's Jon Snow?
He must have died.
Maybe he turned around to Jon Snow and said, do you want to be in the team? He went, I don't want it.
All the metal ones must have been bought during the season, which means they replaced dead dwarves.
Maybe. But yeah, Jon Snow, I mean, that's just... I don't know. But it's a solid team. The only thing it's lacking is mighty blow on anything. So,
no, he's got none. It's a standard dwarf team at the moment, with one diving tackle.
I like diving tackle. I like it. I remember one guy, I will not mention his name, but he took the mick out of my diving tackle dwarf, and I met him in the playoffs, and he had a chance to score, but he had to get off a diving tackle piece, what he ridiculed, and guess what? He didn't, he failed. But I like diving tackle. And the thing is, as well, a lot of time people forget about diving tackle and dwarves, so they just move, and then, oh no, what the heck? What do you mean I need a 5+ or a 4+? What? And then, oh my god, it's too late.
Yeah, because it doesn't tell you. That's a sneaky thing. It'll say you need a 3+, then you'll click it, and they'll get the option diving tackle.
Yeah. So if you're not,
which is really sneaky in the game, really.
Yeah, that's why I always have the skills on. But if you're not paying attention, that can turn over the ball pretty quickly. But it's a nice team. It's got a good base, I think. Oh, that guard is being smart. Stand firm's a nice thing. He looks like he's going for control because he's gone for stand firm after guard instead of mighty blow. I usually build my dwarfs guard, mighty blow, then stand firm. So that's what I do. I'll tell you a quickly interesting story because obviously, hey, why not? When I first played, when you know, I don't know if how many of you play the challenge ladder, or you know what the challenge league is, where you grind.
Yeah, like champ ladder.
Yeah, that's the one, champ ladder for 6 weeks. And obviously I played on the PS4 and I had this dwarf team. And the first season of when it was a playoff, so it was a really big thing. And this is before anyone knew who Bernie Buffon was on the PS4. And they did the draw, and I went against the favourite. What was this amazing guy who plays Wood Elf? So it's Wood Elf in Dwarf. So like, whatever I do, don't mess up, Bernie. Whatever you do, this is getting streamed. Do not mess up. And he turned me over the first half, so he's 1-0 up. And somehow I turn over him 1-1. Everything, and then obviously it's overtime. I get the ball, and it's 10-23. And he's got three elves left on the pitch, and I've got like this runner, and I've got 2 out of long beards or whatever near me, and there's just this one elf just stood there, and it's like, just ignore him, Benny, he's over there, just go up the pitch and score. And I'm like, I don't like the way he's looking at me, so instead of going straight, I take a massive detour with my runner because I really don't like the way this elf's looking at me. And I go after him and I say, come on lads, let's go and get him. So we all go pile after this stupid elf. We don't get the bloody thing down. And then it's his turn, and then he red dars me and gets pushes. And he pushes my runner. And then the other couple of elves, instead of coming after me, ran away from me. And then I'm like, hang on a minute, this is a bit strange. You're supposed to be trying to stop me from scoring. And they've all done a runner. So turn 24 comes and I'm like, alright, we'll go and win this game then. And I'm 1 square away from the end zone. I'm still oblivious. So this is 10-24. I'll score 10-25, no problem. Obviously, I didn't know that you only got 8 turns in overtime to score. So my runner, stood there going, yeah, looking real good with the ball, showing the ball to everybody. And he's 1 square away from the scoring. And all of a sudden these elves are running away, and then I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. What have I missed? Something's wrong. And then the next thing is, it's penalty kicks. I'm like, what the hell? What? I can score. Just let me score. And he's like, no, it's got penalties, right? So my little dwarfs are trying to kick a ball on this massive, humongous goalposts, yeah? They only got little fat legs, so they miss. And then the wood elves send this big fuck off tree about 9-10 foot fucking tall, and he goes, oh hey, and kicks the ball over the bloody freaking, the goals and knocks us out. So I got a little dwarf, so we get robbed by the refs because we can't score on 10-25 because hey, that's not in the rules. And then my dwarf can't kick it because it's too small. And the wood elves, don't let a lineman or a war dance kick it. Let the big fuck off tree kick it. And he kicked it. And I had more re-rolls as well. So apparently that should have made even more chance of me bloody winning the kickoffs. So I totally blew it because my dwarfs wanted to hit something instead of scoring. And that's how ironically though, that was how my name became, and then it was all doing, and then obviously when people score, trying to stall and saying, I wonder if he'll do a Bernie Buffon, and the 10-25 phrase came on, and it was like, oh my god, I can't believe I've done it. There's me thinking, I'm gonna beat the favourites, oh, check me out, and then I'm one square away, and they get knocked out by a tree. So we obviously, it always happens, and we have this sort of fluff thing, and it's been going on, and then, oh god, I don't know what, about season 15, I did Dwarf Team. I went back with Dwarf's team called 10-25, Never Forgotten. Because the way we played it is like we got robbed by the refs. We scored, they disallowed it, and they let a tree fucking knock us out. And I ended up winning the Champions Ladder with these dwarfs, and it was the most amazing feeling. Because we felt, redemption. So, I don't know. Just random story. Was probably everyone's fallen asleep by now, but I just had to tell you, it was an amazing story, and yeah, I won 2 champion ladders, and one with dwarfs and one with Nagel. But the dwarf one, I loved it. It was such a special moment after them sneaky, nasty wood elves screwed us in the first round, all back in season 1. So there you go. There's my story about dwarfs. Now you can see why our recaps take so long, our precaps. But this team, back to this team, I like it. I think he does need a bit more Mighty Blow, but he's obviously going for the stand firm. And yeah,
I can see why. I mean, Mighty Blow might be good. I'd probably get a Mighty Blow next, and mix it in with the stand firm.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that on his Troll Slayers. I think he's going to try and get some more stand firm in there just to annoy people. But then obviously he'll I would like to think the Hound will get Mighty Blow first up. Dodge on a Troll Slayer, survivability wise, alright, but I'm not a big fan of it.
It's hard to say no when you get a double. I find it with my Saurus.
Everybody says this. Everyone says, oh my god, they give me a stat. And it's like, I've got to take it, or I've got to take, like you said, a double on that. I'm pretty good at that. I look at, do I need it? Will it make my team better? If it does, I'll take it. If not, I won't. But,
I think for a Troll Slayer, I get it, because suddenly he's dodging out on a 4-up. Well, now, with dodge, he's got like a 1 in 4 chance of not dodging out. So you can reliably dodge out of him for like a nasty little blitz. Yeah. And then obviously only Powell's knock him down. That's
they are
pretty nice.
They are armor rate as well, aren't they? So and they're not as well protected, I guess. But no, I like this team. He's got a good record. Again, I don't know how good of a coach he is, but by looking at his record, it's solid. The only thing I don't like about this team is Bran Stark as a runner. Come on, man, he's got to be a death roller, a death roller sort of wheelchair of destruction. It has to happen, mate. Has to happen. I'm going to get the Bernie's Curse Muju to make sure Bran Stark dies a horrible death, and he comes back as a wheelchair monster, because that's how he should be. Right.
So that's how we go with our first pre-cap. We're wishing death on the poor disabled children.
He's a dwarf. He doesn't look like it.
True.
I don't know. I think he should die, because then he has to come back as a death roller. Or we just give him the Bernie's Curse every week and break him that way. Either way, we'll get him. We'll sort it.
I think we picked a few players that we want to die. To be fair,
to be fair, I think that's the first one I think should die. You was like, "That witch elf must die now." And
I stand by it.
And that's because you're a lizard player. You don't like elves. I get that. I totally get that. Right, Maze of Torment, the Witchfinder. Ooh. Let's see what this has got. Oh, look, we've got another strength up. Make them supper, strength 4.
Oh, wow. Really?
Beautiful, nice wolf. Impending bread.
Strength 4.
Devil
wolf.
Fraz. I love
I'm
it.
going to add that to my list of should die.
No, oh, what, the wolf?
I might drop a load of bounties. I might just drop a bounty for each team. It might make it fun.
Oh, I love Devil Fraz. I want to take him home. Devil Fraz. Chopped up in the salsa. See, I
Got another food-orientated team. I think a lot of people are hungry in this division.
These coaches are cool. They really do. They put my team to shame. I don't have a theme. I just put them after coaches and stuff. But this is another really good one. Baptised in brunch. Oh my god. You know the thing this time got though? Garlic bread. Garlic bread. Gotta have one.
That's ridiculous.
Gotta have a garlic bread in there. I don't like garlic bread, but you know, I like.
What's that flesh golem in the grip of ginger? What?
I'm done of the hungry. Oh man, Nathan. Oh man, I'm a sucker for themes and stuff, and we've had so many already. My head's exploding. 3 team rerolls. That's good. Has he got anything as his stadium enhancement? No, it has the dropping floor. 4 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses. So it is a negative record, but it's not too bad. And he also drew with Chicago Bolshoi, who I'm still now crying because he didn't make me any money.
Another one here, 22 touchdowns scored, 24 sustained. So despite losing 7 to 4 wins, barely scored any less touchdowns. So
I bet that was a good game. Maze of Torment against Tasty Tunes with all that food. So it's good that some of these guys have obviously played each other. Adds a bit of spice, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, we've got 3 at least from the same division. There was 2 others that were in the same division in a different one. So we've got at least 5 of them that know someone else in the division from the past season.
I tell you what, if number 3 can roll a double next, how sweet would that be? Mighty Blow Strength 4. Oh yes, baby.
No, thank you.
Oh yeah, well I'd have to play them, so I wish them well. Impending Bread's good, but I like Devil Fraz. I'll weep if Devil. Anyone who kills Devil Fraz, I'll curse them. I like Devil Fraz. I love Devil Fraz. You don't put a bounty on Devil Fraz. Although I do like the controversial name in the grip of ginger. I won't lie, that makes me chuckle. Oh god, oh no. I don't know what Geekak Shatfinger. He must have killed that person because he does not go with the naming convention. Veil of
Is it maybe a loner? Grak Sharpfinger.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Immortal Bites. Yeah,
7 matches.
Maybe then. Maybe. Again, it's a nicely built team. It's still got a lot of progression. I mean, obviously, in the grip of ginger needs to start getting some XP for him. Obviously, the werewolf, if he can get Mighty Blow, that would upgrade him so much. But as he is, he's still decent.
In the grip of ginger, there's only been 5 matches as opposed to 17. So
yeah, come on.
I think he lost the flesh golem fairly recently.
Well, he still needs. That's no excuse. You've had 5 games to get some bloody XP. Get it done, Ginge. Let's have a look.
Still on 0, so it's done nothing in 5 games.
It's done nothing. Maybe it's been 2. Maybe he forgot his sun cream and he was boiling hot sun. I don't bloody know. Impending Bread, I like him. He's got to get Pile on next. He's got to get Pile on. You've got to have a killer somewhere.
Yeah.
And then if he's a killer, then they may not go after you two wolves. Obviously,
everyone's going after wolves. It's one of those things, isn't it?
Obviously, I've got to mention this because I'm from Hull and we're quite
disgusting.
Yeah. I would have called him inbred. But that's just me. I would just call him inbred. Oh dear, but hey, because
it's not a bad name to add to this.
Yeah, inbred. Yeah,
inbred.
Yeah, all Hull Chaos supporters are inbreds. There you go. I'm Hull FC, so it's a bit rivalry in rugby, like a Man City Man United thing. But yeah, inbred would have been quite good. But yeah, I like the team. I just want to see
a lot of places to go.
In the grip of ginger. Come on, man. You've got to get that level up. You've got to work it. Those are rookie numbers. Get it done. And make them
I get at least 1, just so that if he gets an MVP, you get a level.
Yeah. So we can at least say, woo, he got some XP.
But again, I'm sure it's punching as often as he can.
He is, yeah.
He's not going to be chucking a ball with it, so what more can you do, really, with a Flash Golem?
I don't know. Maybe hand him the ball and score. I don't know. I do it, but then I do mental things. Hammer mashed potatoes. The guard zombie. He's pretty good as well. I love this team. So I'm. It's another great name team. It really is, and I wish him all the best. It's a decent record, and I'm sure he'll be there or thereabouts. Right, the Byzantian Bashers. Bum bum bum. Toast a bit. Oh, what a name. Toast a bit. Oh my God. The names. Oh my. Romanus. I can't. How are you pronouncing that? Number 1.
Remains und Domus.
That'll do. Because I am freaking saying it. Constantine the Babe.
They've gone for like a Byzantian theme, obviously.
They have.
Back in the day.
And then get sacked. Wait forth what? Oh, what kind of name? Wait forth what? Yes, you better survive. I quite like him.
Wow.
And then if number 9, if he gets to become the killer, he's called get sacked. He can say you're fired every time he kills something.
Oh dear.
I don't know. I'm thinking. Let's have a look.
The Babe.
I like that. Constantine the Babe. It'd be better on a witch elf.
Got that one beastman. Ira. Is that a bought one? 17. Because compared to the rest of them, unless it's just taken all of his SVP.
Obviously, he had steroids.
62 matches. This guy's only had 17, so he's bought that person.
He's bought Ira in. He said, "Look, you know what? We haven't won many games. We've got to start buying." And we buy. So
to be fair, looking at it, it's a good piece.
It's a very nice piece, not bad piece at all.
That's a good purchase, I would say.
And he's only won 2 games. He's lost 10. The thing is, though, Chaos early doors are really hard to win with, so I won't hold that against him. Obviously, when they start getting a bit more, he's gone for a lot of killing skills first, so we sort of know what he's trying to do.
Well, he's called Bashers, so
yeah. So that's always going to. He obviously drew with the southern wildlands as well. So they'll be
got another strength up, which seems to be the theme of this division is strength ups.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Again, I don't think we'll see the best of this team until he has more reliability. It's getting there. He's got some nice guard.
It'll depend. That his killer, that Ira, that's going to be blitzing someone every turn.
Yeah.
And it's how many removals it gets.
It'll be interesting to see if he does level that. If he'll go for maybe tackle or piling on. That'll be the interesting of the two.
I'd probably go for tackle. I'm not a huge fan of piling on.
No.
I think it's got its uses, but I don't know.
Yeah, like Gengar's team. I bought shares in Gengar's team as well. No
I bought shares in Gengar's team as well.
Yeah, because it didn't matter. He just kill everyone, didn't he?
If he could pick up the ball, he'd be terrifying.
He'd be deadly.
Well, he is terrifying.
He is. But this is what this team might be trying to do as well. So, it's probably best that they're in this sort of division for now. So so they can level up all the players, and then when they get a good team, they then go ahead and do it. But yeah, not too bad. I don't think there's anything else we can say about that team. I know it's a bit
it's underdeveloped at the moment to say much. It's going for a standard chaos strategy at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what Ira does. I think that'll be the key thing. It's sort of giving that head start on the development.
Yeah. Right.
But will it take all of his points? Sorry.
It's alright. So, oh God. Saucy Pigs, coached by Benny Boo. That's all I'm going to sing on that one. I don't like this team because it hasn't got strength up. How dare you have the strength up? And he's
that's a weird choice.
Yeah. How come we haven't got strength? Everybody else has got the strength up. Why have you got strength up? He's got 2 agilities, so he's got 2 agility 4 pieces. He's got a movement on another one. I look at some of these names.
I guess he had enough strength. He didn't need a strength up before he'd go for the agi instead.
I love baby back ribs. Get in my belly. Luscious lips.
This is enough for food-based naming.
Yeah. What have we got ourselves into?
This is the strength up food division. What?
I don't know.
Did they choreograph this, or?
I don't know. I think Metal might have seen all these food things. So what would be really cool if we put them all together, and then what would be really cool is if we put Bernie in front of all this because he will lose his shit. It's great. I'm going to be saying baby back ribs all the time because I'm a big Austin Powers fan. So hey, I'm gonna do that. It's a decent team. It's an Orc team for some bizarre reason. I thought it was a human team.
It's a very standard Orc team. It's got the 2 agi ups, which is nice.
Yeah.
One being on the ball carrier, that's really nice actually.
Yeah, really nice. And then obviously one on scrummy shoulder.
So he's got his backup ball carrier in case something happens to Cheeky Chops.
Yeah. A big belly. I got big belly as well. So we got baby back ribs and get in my belly. Oh God, this is. I'm gonna.
Juicy jowls, luscious lips.
I can't take any more of this.
Yeah, what's happened?
We've been. Oh God, this. I'm gonna be singing to this team and all sorts. 3 team rerolls, 1 cheerleader, 1 apothecary, 5 fan factor. Let's have a look what he's got to club. Security gate. Right. Okay. This is another thing. That should have been, or should it have been? It depends how really funny you want to be. I quite like the Nuffles altar with Orcs. Security gate is the second best thing, I think. But with a Nuffle altar, for 10k, you can get the Bombardier, who can throw bombs. Right?
That is pretty sweet.
And for 50k, you can get the chainsaw. Not bad, eh? Not bad.
If you get a Bombardier, even if you're ahead, just chucking 10k at him.
I would. Because who doesn't like a Bombardier throwing bombs? 10k. You can even just foul with him if you didn't want to throw bombs. You know? So, that, there you go. That's what I would say. He's got a troll. I like trolls. I don't like learners, but I always take a troll because I think my game plan with Orcs is you've got to get a load of guard and you've got to dominate the middle. So, if you can dominate the middle, you've got a good chance of winning. You lose the battle in the middle, you lose the game. So I like that. He's got his block, he's got his guard, it's developing nicely, he's got some agility, he's got some movement. He needs a bit more punch now. He needs to get a bit more punch in there, get a bit dirty and nasty. He's got only 1 tackle, what will be a really big issue against some of these teams in this division. So that's a bit of a worry. Good point is I get to say Benny Boo and sing it. And you've got some cool names. Good record, 8 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses. That's pretty good.
Interestingly, scored less touchdowns than he's had.
Yeah. Looking. Yeah, it's not bad. It's okay.
Well, it looks like when he loses, it's 3-0 or 2-0.
He gets smashed.
But when he wins, it's 1-0 or
yeah. So that's fun. I think it's a good team. I like the naming convention again. I just dare look at the next team now. I really dare play like that as well. I like the team. It's well built, and it's only going to get better. Obviously, he'll know what he needs, but obviously a bit more tackle, a bit more punch, and they'll be alright. Be interesting what he gives the thrower next. Could be accurate. That'd make him seriously good, I think. So yeah, it's pretty good. Indeed, so good luck to him. Now then, Rebel Supremacy, Mad Frog.
Some good news here. We've got a strength.
He's got strength as well. Oh, bloody Nora, number 2. Strength 4, agility 5. He's got Hurricane, who obviously must have been hit by a typhoon because he's moving 9, agility 5, but he's missing this game. Venom's out, Laser's out. Mayhem. Are these all names of what? Are these?
I don't know. Tower Drum, Mayhem, Steel, True Hammer.
They're not rebel names, are they? I don't think.
Rebels Superior. I don't know.
You'll have to tell us. You stumped us. Rebel Supremacy. I think this guy. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, this was the recap. I was supposed to recap their division last season, but I was pulled from it because of one of the coaches in this division who didn't do very well as well. But I won't say no more. It was an alright division. I did keep an eye on it, and there's some decent teams in there. He's obviously done very well. 3-0 against the Nagel there, 1-1, 1-1. Yeah, he got beat up a bit against Free Hugs. So, he's been competitive in all the games.
Got a positive record.
He has 5 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. So that's good. shame about Hurricane. Is it just an MNG? Let's have a look. Yeah, just an MNG. So he needs a bit more development, but he's still pretty decent. As my mouse goes completely off the freaking pad, so I can't go back. There we go. It's not a bad team. It's not a bad team at all, to be fair. So you add another 210 on there, so it's for learners for this first game. 14-10, carrying 10k blood, and that's not too bad. 3 rerolls, 1 apothecary. Obviously, number 2 is going to be the guy he'll go to, and Hurricane's vary. So it means to see how he builds Hurricane, because obviously he's only got the movement 9. You know, is he going to go sprint? Is he going to make him into a 110, or is he going to develop him a bit more? Because if you get sprint and short feet, you only need 1 push, and you can 110.
Yeah, and with the Agi 5, they've both been Agi 5.
Yeah,
you could do a long throw on a 2-up.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he goes for the 110 option, or Hurricane, or builds him a bit more. Think, you know what, I don't need a 110er. Both things have advantages. Most of the better players will go with just build him into a more of an all-rounder. But it's definitely got some good pieces. So I'm going to be interested how this goes, because he's done all right as Mad Frog last season. He's done well. I think obviously Hurricane got smashed by Calcium Cassis, them more nuclear bomb in the last game. I'm guessing. But again, you see, he's a decent coach as well as Cass. So to get a draw against him is pretty good as well. So he's got abilities, this kid, definitely. He's with the Mad Frog. Stadium of Champions. Ooh. Got to win some trophies to make sure that's true. The throw of the rock and get the ref, yeah, I can see why. That throw of the rock is going to be really good, because the last thing you want is your best player to be killed by a rock or some sort of stat down.
Yeah.
As happens to some. But yeah, it's got, like I say, in Division 4, a lot of these teams haven't played loads of games, so they're still in that development phase. But again, what he's done is solid. And like I said, the thing with this team is if you can keep number 2 and number 4 healthy and keep them safe, and they will sort of like bear the brunt of this team until the rest of them
they'll win games on their own.
Yeah, and while they're doing that, the rest of them will hopefully get skills as well and catch up. But like I say, like
the rest of them have got a lot of blodge.
Yeah,
just sort of stand in the way while those 2 win the game.
Yeah, I mean, Towers, to me personally, Tower picks the ball first game, throws it to a catcher. Has he just got the 1 catcher?
Yeah.
Oh, he just throws it to somebody else. Get your level up out the back. And then if you're getting slow team, I'd be just passing the pass up, saying, right, Mayhem, your chance. Throw 2 passes and catches. You know, even if it's the second game or whatever, just get your level ups while you're at the back if it's a slow team. And try and get some of these others, because the only problem you've got is when you've got these big players, they pinch all the touchdowns and stuff like that. So I always think when I'm healthy, if I'm against something like dwarves or something slow, I'll keep it near the end zone and just keep throwing the ball.
Yeah.
You know, because even if it hits the floor, the chances are you're going to pick it up anyway. So just get, you know, if you want a 2 XP away, try and get it that way. Obviously, if you had the catch, it'd be a lot more safe, because obviously you'd have the catch reroll. But that's what I would do. But yeah, it's a really good team, and I'm sure he'll have a very good chance of getting up there. Right. Ooh, we've got Nagel. Let's have a look. Heal to Death. Very interesting. Overlordy is the coach name. Yes, there is a strength up.
Look at that testicle.
Yeah.
Strength up.
Wow. Bloody marvellous. It's either been things about food or strength ups as a theme in this. Let's have a look. So there's all sorts of weird doctors. And then we've got the ambulance. Not a very fast ambulance, it's the bloody beast. So that strength up's pretty good. Obviously he's got Ludwig Terror. Interesting, he's gone for a rotter with it. That's interesting.
Volcano Rotten, yeah, normally it's he's only got the 1 pesticle.
Yeah.
And it's the killer, I guess. If it gets Claw next, Strength 4, Mighty Blow, Claw.
So he's going to have a tough choice, because block. I think, is a safer option, because you don't want him to die, and block will help.
Yeah, probably block first,
and then decide what you want to do. If you go Claw, yeah, it will make him kill you, but you know, he could 1 in 9 and kill himself. That's, you know, I've seen that happen so many times. Or stat down or something ridiculous like that. Nurgle is one of the hardest teams to get off.
Beast of Nurgle's got block. It's hard, you can't see it until you click into it, but it's got block.
That's nice. and stand firm. So the Beast is really, really nice. Is the Beast a signing or is it his 15 match?
It's called the Ambulance, so it fits his name. So
15 matches.
I'm assuming
so he's done really well with 15 matches to get what he's done. So he's got
a good record.
Let's have a look. Club. Let's see what he's got first. The Graveyard Hospital. 7 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses. So,
considering Nurgle start off poorly normally.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know any of these teams he's played though. Apart from the Duelists ring a bell for some reason, he beat them. Regen is a fake skill. Your Father Day. I thought they were Camry, maybe it's in another team with the same sort of name. But yeah, not bad. Not bad record. Considering obviously how hard it is to start with. I mean, he's got some stuff with these Nurgle Warriors with block, and obviously he's got guard and might blow. So I like the way he's doing that. I would think Dr. Cancer Skull might get Claw next, just so he's got some punch, and then probably go block on the strength up. That would be the safer option, I think.
Yeah. He's probably buying another Pest Score considering he's only got 10 players.
Yeah, he's got 80k, so he could afford one if he wants to. But yeah, it's an interesting team. He's got his 3 rerolls. What's good? Good record. A few good pieces there. Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how he does. Again, I don't know the coach, so my apologies. I don't know. He could be one of the top coaches in the world, and I wouldn't know. So yeah, not bad indeed. Not bad. Right, what's this next one? Backhand Bashing Boomers. A human team. We'll show them the power of the backhand. Fair enough.
Got another team with Bash in the name, so...
Oh, now here's interesting. Backfiring Boom. Movement 10 Sprint. He can just point and click, baby. Shortfeet has to be next on that. Has to be next, Shortfeet.
Yeah.
Ironically, one of the more reliable 1-turners, I think, in the game is actually the catcher if you can get the 2 movement, because they've already had the catch skill built in, you know. They've already got the dodge built in as well. So if he gets Shortfeet on that next, he's having a laugh, isn't he?
Yeah.
Happy days. He's gone very aggressive, as you would think with the backhand Bashing Boomers theme.
But he's got the extra players for him to keep that guy off the pitch until he's going to 1-turn.
Yeah. But it won't be for the first game unless he's against high inducements because under 11 players.
He's got 140.
Yeah, so he could get another player.
I would consider firing one of those movement busted linemen, or both of them, and rebuying them.
Yeah, that would be a smart call.
Now would be a good time to do that.
Yeah. The blitzers are all very aggressive. He's got some guard in there. Got some tackle in there. So that's not bad. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I like it. Let's have a look at it. What's he got as a club? Has he got anything? No, he hasn't. The Boomatorium, I love that. Good record. I had a feeling this guy would have a good record with them players. 7 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. Ramjob and Haywire also. What did he play?
He's only had 7 touchdowns scored against him.
I didn't know he was in the same. Oh, look at that! Thermonuclear Pond 0. Backhand Bashing Boomers 3. Oh, I bet Casper's fuming over that whooping. We oink when we bonk you. I watched them against Jimmy Fantastic, and I must admit, and I don't like throwing shade on coaches, but I was disappointed the way he played that game. I know he wasn't supposed to win against Jimmy, don't get me wrong, but just the way he played. But I think he finished top of their division. So it might have just been a one-off bad game. But obviously that was one of the defeats he had. But yeah, he's got some good wins there, hasn't he? And like I say, if that no, he beat Free Hooks as well there as well. Drew with Rebel Supremacy. So yeah, it's going to be. I mean, the great thing about this division, because we've got a few guys in one division played each other, and then we've got a few of these guys who played in another division together. I like this team, and I think he'll do well because there's not many big strength teams to bully them. Yeah, I like this team. I really do.
I think it's Nurgle and Chaos. We've only got those 2 that are like
just
big, strong teams. There's 1 of each.
I'll tell you what, I might put some shares in these bad boys. I might watch him first week, see how he looks after his catcher. We might get rich in this division, mate. Look what they do. Bang him in. Laughing. Ogre's alright. Big boom boom, like the name Zoom Boom. Backfiring boom, I like that. Wait, I hope he don't backfire. He's your bloody catcher. Just realised. Let's look at statistics. He scored. How many has he scored? 9 touchdowns in 11 matches. Not bad. Not bad. The only problem is though, when you have players like this, you rely on them a lot, don't you? It's like, don't worry, we've still got this guy, and then something goes wrong, and then crap, we're in trouble.
I was like that with my short hands block skink.
Yeah, it happens.
Then as soon as it died, I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but that is a nice piece. Beautiful. Yeah, I like this team. I like them. I think they'll do well in this division. Now I've said that, Backfiring Boom will probably die first week.
Yeah, what have you done?
Yeah, but no, I agree with you though. He needs to buy another player because he can then hide his catcher if he needs to, even if it's just for that. Right then, we come to the last team because
7 wildlings.
Yeah, these have already played. They was in the 1-1. There was. So let's have a look.
So we've got Tyrion's team, and then we've got the wildling team. So there's a little rivalry going on. We could.
Yeah, we have.
Torment Giant's Bane.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe this is where Jon Snow is.
But I can't see him.
Oh.
I just think they asked him and he went, I don't want it. Don't want that, does he? A lot of frenzy, obviously, in a Norse team. His runners are progressing quite nicely. Not a fan of throwers on a Norse team. I think runners should have the ball, just run with it. Obviously, they'll come with block just about. He'll want to get the Alpha Werner skilled up. The other one's not bad though, Blodge. It's alright. I don't. Again, it might be because of learning, but this team looks a lot of high TV for what it's got.
I mean, I like the A. Juggernaut, Mighty Blows, pretty good.
Yeah.
With the Frenzy, Claw.
Got a good record, 5 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses. So one of those was a draw today. He drew with the Byzantium Bashers as well. So he'll rival those again.
No strength up, he's going to struggle there.
He got beat by my boy Thunder 1-0 last season. That's all I can really know on there.
Interesting getting the AV up. That's not so long.
It's a lot of. It's sort of a lot of blurb for what it is. I don't know. I couldn't understand why they would, but to me, he's just a lineman. If he was a proper player, then yeah. But he might tell us, yeah, but Bernie, I'll put him on the front line. He's got more chance to survive with the AVA, I guess, until he runs into Claw. I don't know. I don't think I'd have took it, but I understand why he's took it.
I guess if that lineman is all he's going to do is stand on the line of scrimmage every game, all game, and do nothing but stand there.
Yeah, that's probably why he's took it. I would have thought. Number 13. It's a funny one, isn't it? Because you got to take the agility, but you just wish you was on something else.
And he's turned the line it's difficult because now he's the person you want to get the ball with because he can pick it up easier.
Well, you could give him short hands next, I suppose, but you've got a thrower. That's awkward, isn't it? You've got a thrower and you've got an agility 4-piece, but.
Well, it opens up an actual big throw.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because the thrower can throw and he can catch it. So, be interesting to see how he plays this.
It's a shame it's on his tackle guy.
Yeah, but again, you see, he can dodge on the 2+ now and tackle. So,
yeah,
there is sort of good things and bad things about it, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. 1600. It seems a lot for 1600. But most of them got block. Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. Juggernaut. I don't like blitzing with big guys. I think my Berserkers will be the guys blitzing more than anything else. So my Ulfs.
Yeah, having obviously Claw and Frenzy to start with.
Yeah.
Make you think, Juggernaut, Mighty Blow, good choices. But he's just gonna wild animal. I guess.
At least it makes
Well,
him
that's what you want to
reliable,
blitz.
doesn't it? It makes Juggernaut makes him reliable, and like I said, with Frenzy, he can try and surf something if someone's stupid enough to go close. But I've always figured, oh look, I can surf something. One, great. Guess I won't be here.
When you could reliably do it with one of your Agi 4, Strength 4 Frenzy pieces.
Yeah, I don't like playing Norse, but I would be like trying to, with one of my friends' pieces, trying to hit it with another guy, and if I don't get him down, push him into the Yeti, so the Yeti gets a free swipe. But, you know, a lot of people like using the Yetis because they're one of the best pieces. I just don't think they're reliable. Same with Bulls. I think you've got other pieces. I think they'll lose the sort of greatness when you've got a proper killer, but he hasn't got that yet, so I guess why he's gone Jukes now, because I think, you know what, nothing else is really dangerous, so I'm going to just risk it and blitz with this. As long as he doesn't start burning rerolls, and you know that should be fine. I wonder if he killed anything in his first week. After I've said that,
He's got 4 kills.
Yeah, nothing. Did he must have? Oh, it's not even. It's not even.
Oh, he got 2 kills. He got 2 kills in the game.
He did. So why is it? How is it not showing on?
Maybe one of them got apoed or regened or something.
The Yeti, that shows me he's got no kills, but he said he didn't play like.
No, I mean, sorry, the team's got 2 kills.
Oh yeah, the team. Sorry, yeah, I was looking at the Yeti. Maybe he was injured and missed that game. I don't know, but yeah, he did say. One of them did say he did kill 2 players. So
yeah, the Yeti didn't play that game.
Right, okay, that makes more sense now. Then I thought I was losing my marbles then.
That Earth. How the fuck do you say that? Earth Werner.
Alpha Werner.
Whatever he is, he got a kill.
Yeah. We had Ice Pelt, so he had the other Yeti. So he obviously likes his Yetis. But yeah, I think he did well to get the draw. I just 1600 seems a lot for this team. He'll probably say, you don't know what you're talking about, but wouldn't be the first person to say that. I don't know. He's got a lot of block. I think the reason why I'm not too keen on 1600 is because I think this team's still in a lot of development. I'm thinking, ooh, this is maybe a 1450 team, and I'll look up as a 1600. But he does have the extra player. He has got agility, and he has got an arm style. So, and he has got, you know, he's had a double as well, strong arm, isn't it, on a thrower? So he's got a double there as well.
Oh yeah, of course, it's a strength skill, not a passing skill.
He's got a cheerleader reach as well, so that'll bump up slightly as well. But you know, a good first result for him. Good draw. He's got his year back, so that'll help him. 5 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses, so the guy can play. He's definitely going to be competitive in this league for sure. See if but like I said, I don't really recognise any of the games he's played. So yeah, I'm interested to see how he does. Right, okay, so that is all the teams we have seen. We've seen them all, Quiggy, we've seen them all. Now, to our knowledge, I'm going by what you said, because you was in Division 4 last season, we have the top team go to the big playoffs, and the runners-up go to the other... What do they call the other playoffs? I never can remember. Can you
Challenger Cup.
It is the Challenger Cup, then. It is called that. Right, so one of them goes to the Big Boys Cup, whatever that is called, the Rebel Cup, and the other one's the Challenger Cup. Right, okay. So, we need to figure out which 2 we think are gonna make it to the big time. So this is where it gets tricky. Have you got any idea what you're going for? Because I don't. Oh, I just want to start singing everybody, yeah. The Rat
You
Street,
thinking of the Rat Street
boys
Boys?
are back. No, I shouldn't really, but I'm a sucker for names. I must try and be professional. I'm a bit salty with Chicago Bolshoi because my stock shares have plummeted, probably because you didn't win. So, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna go. We'll quickly run through. I'm gonna quickly just look through all the teams while we're having a look. Because I'm gonna just do that. See what we can do. Oh, I like Rat Street Boy's name. I must not Roller Renegades. Roller Renegades usually do quite. Dark Elves usually do quite well in my recaps. They're usually up there. He's got a nice Witch Elf as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about the Dark Elves. I think Elves, Agi 4 is broken as far as I'm concerned. So any team that's got Agi 4s, in my opinion, is going to win every game. I don't know. It just seems too good. Unless you can get some removals, Agi 4 is just going to win game.
Yeah. So the Bolshoi, they lost 2 players as well, didn't they?
I'm thinking Rebel Supremacy.
Ooh. What, as your first or your second pick?
Alright, so yeah, for Challenger Cup, I'm going with Tyrion, the Dwarves.
Tyrion's trial by combat, so you think they'll come second?
I think they'll come second.
Tyrion! With his metal thing is... who do you think will win it, though?
I think Rebel Supremacy are going to win.
Ooh, Rebel Supremacy. I like how everybody else is so cool and collected. Like, this guy's going to come second, this guy's going to win. And then there's me going around going, oh no!
The key is, don't actually think about it.
Yeah, that's probably where I got it wrong.
See, I've got no basis for my picks, other than I've gone, Dwarves look like they were building standard Dwarves, and Dwarves are annoying.
Yeah,
And Agi 4 are broken, he's got an Agi 5, so he must...
Thing is, though, when people start claiming I've cast them, I always like to have a defense like, well, I actually pick your team because of this, this, and this. I do like this team. I do like it. I like the backhand bashing boomers. They're gonna get.
They're one turn a human.
Yeah, I am really putting everything into that. But I like the aggressiveness on the humans. These look like a team of punks. Yeah. I like these. These are going to be my top 2. But who goes with them? I'm impressed. I think the CR Tiger's a really good coach now. I just don't like Norse. If I'm being brutally honest. See, Tyrion's trial by combat could do well, but he hasn't got any punch, so that puts me up. Okay. Oh man, I've got down to 3 teams.
Right.
Okay. The team what's going to finish top are the backhand bashing boomers. And I will be
humans, yeah.
And I will be getting shares in that team after I've stopped recording this bloody thing. And now it's a toss-up for second place. I'll tell you the 2 I'm looking at. Only Fools and Hobgoblins, because they've got so much firepower. Or Chicago Bolshoi. Because even though they got a draw, I still believe in my boys.
Yeah, I can see the Chicago people doing well.
But I don't know which one. And that's the problem. You've got the nastiness of the Only Fools and Hobgoblins. They're nasty. And then you got Chicago. Oh, God damn it. Wait, I'm gonna... They only got a draw though, didn't they? I would have expected them to have won that game. 3. Oh no. I don't honestly know. This is why I need that elevator music while I think. Okay. I'm going to go with Only Fools and Hobgoblins a second.
Okay.
They've got so much firepower, and it's going to be hard to get the ball off that ball centre if he picks the ball up. So they are my 2 predictions. You've got your 2 predictions.
Carrying Bull Centaur, yeah?
Yeah. But I went for it because look at the chuffs, man. They're going to kick some booty. And they're only going to get stronger. And number 12 is going to kick someone in the nuts. And number 11 is going to kick it. And, they're going to just kill stuff. And that's what I'm going to go. He's got 2 Stand Firm cards and he's bounce ball some more stuff. And they're going to come second or first. But I'll go second with them. And I'm going to go with a big bashing boom and backhanding wallabies. Whatever you want to call them. Stick a putty in my pocket, says the Only Fools and Goblins. I'd rather you stick some cash in my pocket, to be fair. But yeah, this looks like a really, 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 really good, fun group. And obviously, they've obviously invited us to the Discord as well, so I'm hoping we'll have a lot of fun. And obviously, if you guys give us a feedback as well, any ideas you want to see, and we'll do our best. All I can suggest is we'll have a crazy show each week for you. And you get to live a season with the Bernie's cast. That is
Poor things.
That is a beautiful thing. Really is. You'll love it. Honestly. Really will. Gritting my teeth when I'm saying this. But you never know. I might do alright. Anyway, thanks to Quiggy, as always. It's going to be... Now, I'm really looking forward to me and you getting this done. Like I said at the beginning of the show, come on the show with us. We don't bite much. We don't. We'll look after you. Because we had this last season. It was a lot more fun when you guys on the show. Get to know you a bit, have a laugh, have a joke, get yourself involved in the battle of the coaches because hey, why not? Everyone loves doing that. And yeah, thanks again. Like I said, I'll put this on my YouTube. That's where they'll all go. Please subscribe. It's free. Then obviously, because a lot of times what I'll do is I'll obviously upload them before I go to work. So if you want to watch them straight away, if you subscribe, it'll give you the bing, and you can go watch it first of all. Bing, and then it's all done. So yeah, I think we did all right. I don't know how long the video was. I think the plan was under an hour. That obviously went tits up, as always. But let us know.
We were doing an in-depth of each team.
We
Normally,
do though. We do.
We weren't doing that in-depth, were we?
No, quick. We will. We will. Well, what? Well, no. We have a look at the skill ups and we talk about the depths of carnage of the games and all that. But we'll go into that next week. If any of you actually didn't switch off and you watched the full show, you deserve a medal. Well done. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And may the best team win, I guess. Have you anything else to say, Quigs? Veil of silence. Veil of silence. So that's us done. Thanks again. Take care and good luck. And we'll be back next week. Stay classy, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye now. Bye. We're going. Bye. See ya. Bye.